Here's a fiction script, clearly framed as speculative sci-fi, not real reporting. This is a work of fiction, a speculative, what-if, story, not a factual account of NASA or Voyager 1. There are moments in deep space exploration when the universe seems to follow every law we've written down. And then there are the rare, quiet moments that feel like something else entirely, moments that seem to bend the rules rather than obey them. This story imagines one of those moments happening to Voyager 1, the real farthest human-made object in existence. For nearly 50 years, the actual Voyager 1 has drifted beyond the Sun's magnetic reach, beyond the heliosphere, into a region so cold and radiation-soaked that no machine was built to survive there this long. And yet it has. Now picture this. What if, one ordinary day, something out there answered back? Not static. Not plasma interference. In this story, imagine a signal that felt structured, patterned, deliberate, almost as if it were responding to Voyager rather than simply existing near it. If the universe is an ocean and Voyager is a message in a bottle, this is the story of someone finding that bottle, opening it, and writing something back. To understand why a moment like this would matter, you have to understand everything Voyager really achieved first, because the true story is already strange enough to make fiction feel plausible. Voyager 1 was never meant to last this long. Launched in 1977, its real mission was modest. Reach Jupiter, reach Saturn, send back data and photographs, then fade into silence as its systems wound down one by one. It was built to be a visitor, not a survivor. Instead, it became the longest-running experiment in the history of space exploration, a spacecraft with dishes just a few meters wide and thrusters built for a mission a fraction as long as the one it actually flew, still transmitting from over 150 astronomical units away. Most of its instruments have been shut off to save power. The ones still running continue to rewrite what we know about deep space. It carries no modern computer, no artificial intelligence, nothing resembling a smartphone's processing power. And yet it remains our only working set of eyes in a region of the galaxy no other human-built object has ever reached. At Jupiter, the real Voyager 1 witnessed storms larger than Earth, lightning far stronger than anything on our planet, and active volcanoes erupting on the moon Io, the first ever seen beyond our own world. In this story, buried in that chaos, imagine faint, unexplained pulses in the data, signals that didn't match Jupiter's rotation or its magnetic field, dismissed at the time as noise, but revisited now with new eyes. At Saturn, the real spacecraft revealed rings built from countless individual strands, and a moon named Titan hiding a thick, hazy atmosphere that hinted at alien weather. That flyby also marked the true turning point, the moment Voyager 1 was flung permanently out of the solar system's plane, trading any future planetary encounters for a one-way path toward the space between the stars. Meanwhile, its twin Voyager 2 pressed onto Uranus and Neptune, a planet knocked sideways by some ancient impact, and an ice giant with the fastest winds ever recorded, hiding a storm that could vanish and reappear without warning. Deep beneath their icy layers, scientists believe it may rain diamonds. If reality could be this strange already, a story imagining something stranger waiting further out doesn't feel like that much of a stretch. When the real Voyager 1 crossed the heliopause in 2012, the true edge where the sun's influence ends and interstellar space begins, it found a boundary far more violent than anyone predicted. Not a gentle fade, but something closer to a collision zone, where solar particles slam into the interstellar medium like two oceans meeting. Beyond that line, real instruments detected a faint, persistent hum in the plasma between the stars, the actual background resonance of the galaxy, first heard directly by any human instrument. That real discovery is the seed this story grows from. In this imagined version of events, the hum doesn't stay steady. It rises and falls in ways nothing can explain, no solar storm, no known cosmic event. Imagine, in this fictional telling, that engineers start to wonder whether the hum was never just background noise at all, but the first sign that Voyager wasn't traveling alone. From there, the story imagines small, uncanny details piling up. Thrusters that behave strangely and then correct themselves with a precision no aging hardware should manage. Magnetic field readings that shift smoothly and artificially, as though the spacecraft passed through something engineered rather than natural. And then, the heart of the story, an actual signal, arriving not from Earth, but from Voyager's direction. Structured. Layered. Timed to Voyager's own transmission windows, as if something out there had learned the rhythm of its heartbeat. In this fictional account, no matter what NASA tries, boosting power, changing frequencies, running tests, nothing reproduces the signal on command. It only ever answers when Voyager behaves normally, as if choosing when to respond rather than reacting automatically. Hidden in its structure are gaps and repetitions that resemble the architecture of a message, not the randomness of a natural process. And faint Doppler shifts suggest something out there is moving deliberately, repositioning, adjusting, circling, the way a craft performing maneuvers might, except unlike anything humanity has ever built.